Guys, I'm bringing you a Vayne gameplay. Vayne is one of the best carry ADCs to be playing, but she's only good in specific situations. So for the items, you're going to want to go Blade of the Rune King, Wit's End, Stasis, Phantom Dancer, Guardian Angel, and Rapid Fire Cannon. What's so nice about this build is you get a 100% crit rate, or you can get a 100% crit rate if you go Lord Doms instead of Guardian Angel if you want, but if you do decide to go Guardian Angel, then you do have decent amount of crit, and you got great passives with you. For the runes, you're going to want to rock Lethal Tempo, Brutal, Bone Plating, and Mana Flow Band. Brutal and Bone Plating are really nice to have for the early game laning phase. And for the spells, you're going to want to get Barrier for that protection in the early game, because that's when you're the most weakest. With that being said, guys, let's hop right on into the gameplay. Alright guys, we're now in the gameplay. I just quickly drank some water, but we are doing some post commentary today, and we're analyzing a Vayne game that I played, and as you can see, a lot of action just happened right away. We're playing Vayne Soraka versus Ezreal Thresh. So you may be wondering, alright, what's our win conditions for this lane? Well, number one, you want to trade HP against this lane because you have Soraka. So whenever you have a healing support, trading your HP is always beneficial. And yeah, so when you're playing with Yumi, Soraka, those are great champions to trade HP with. But let's say you're playing with champions that have that give you barriers and not heals, then it's better to trade with when you have the barrier up. But now the threat. So we know we want to trade. We want to trade it a lot in this lane because we could heal it back and they can't. But obviously healing champions aren't broken. So what's the counter to that? So the way that Thresh and Ezreal win the lane is if Thresh locks one of us down. So if Thresh is able to flay me, land a pull on me, or land a pull on Soraka and flay Soraka, that's how we lose. But the goal is you wanna build up a health advantage so that when Thresh decides to go all in on you, you're able to take the trade anyways. You're able to take a losing trade anyways because of how much of a huge advantage you already have. So as you see right here, we're setting up some more extra damage. We popped Thresh's flash out. Like, this is just good. Like, if Thresh hops onto me, they're so low that they will just lose the fight anyways. We'll just continuously heal. So that's what makes it so nice to lane with Soraka. And yeah, so I don't like playing Vayne too much in solo queue, and this is not a solo queue game. I'm actually playing with the Soraka. Watch this, guys. Look at how well we're just actively just playing against this. Boom, boom. I'm stacking my lethal, and this is how the game is just over. I think Shyvana actually gets. Okay, Shyvana doesn't get the triple kill. I am able to pick up one kill there, but that was a great gank from Shyvana. So honestly, what went wrong there for them is that they, I don't know why Nunu even tried to gank us there. That was really that was just a rough gank. Definitely a rough gank. So yeah, I mean, guys, I recorded this match a bit ago, a couple weeks ago, so I'm not exactly 100%. I don't remember the 100% of what went down, so this is why I'm really excited to look back at this game, because this was a really lit game. And also, guys, Ezreal is one of the best ADCs out there, and I personally love playing Vayne into Ezreal as one of your options. So when I'm drafting against an Ezreal, I give myself two different thought processes. Okay, so it's like either A, I'm gonna play a comp or an ADC that will punish Ezreal in the early game. Okay, and this takes a lot more skill. Or the second option, number B, is pick a scaling ADC against Ezreal. Why? Because you guys can just shake hands in the lane and both scale. And so in this game, I decided let's just shake hands and let's both scale. Because it's very hard to lose that way. But it's very easy. It's a lot easier to go Lucian, for example, and then not punish the Ezreal and lose the game, compared to just playing a champion that farms in lane. And as you can see, I mean, we're just absolutely mauling them. I knew Ezreal messed up once he decided to go for the fruit, I was like, oh yeah, this guy is dead. And that was just a nice little free double kill right here. And so now we're just going to take plates, and I mean, it's pretty free. So as you can see, not only did I pick a late game champion, but I'm even punishing Ezreal in the laning phase. So what does that mean for the entire game? Well, that means that I'm just going to outscale this Ezreal, and yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, because Ezreal is not a great lane punishing ADC. You guys all know this. He wants to scale, so Vayne literally acts the same way. So that's really the thought process behind the Vayne pick. And I'm curious about what you guys' thoughts are on Soraka as a support. I actually feel like Soraka is sleeper OP in ranks. Obviously in competitive, it's way different. Soraka sucks, but in ranks I just think, like, I mean, the healing's so broken, and the reason why healing is so broken is because no one buys heal cutting. Like, literally no one buys heal cutting. And that's a trend that I've seen. So right here, you know, I'm lining it up to hop onto Thresh, but this Corki decided to hop in. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm just gonna kill him, and then I'm looking at the pit, and we're able to sneak a little bit more damage in onto the Garen, and I mean, it was just a wipe. We didn't get the dragon, but we won the team fight, guys. And personally, for me, I think winning the team fight is way more important than getting the dragon. Okay, so remember that in your future games. Dragon doesn't matter if you lose the fight. Okay, so right here we decide to play aggro as hell, and we're going balls to the wall here. And as you can see, I'm tanking right now, but it's just another free 2 kills. Like, I mean, obviously it's just an ADC support gap, and man, I can't like, this is why if you're an ADC main, duo Q is like your best friend, guys. It's your best friend. Boom, get that kill. Man, I have so much lethal tempo stacks. I flash onto the fruit, come back. I'm trying to sneak this kill, but I know Thresh is on the way. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to chase that. Let's just be happy with what we got. And as you can see, now they're coming. So it was a really good choice by us to not go for that. But yeah, so winning dragon fights, very important. I mean, it's not even just dragon fights. It's the same thing goes with Rift Herald. It's not important about getting... It's never about getting the objective... Unless it's like, there's very unique situations where it actually matters, because it could be Baron, and it could be Elder, and for those objectives it really varies. But for dragons and for Rift Heralds, it's honestly more important to win the team fight. So definitely prioritize positioning around those dragon fights to make sure you're in the best winning position you could be in. So as you can see, we're just still, look at how much damage we're doing. I mean, we're just getting started, and I decided I could just run down this Ezreal, and I'm actually surprised I didn't run him down, but I guess I just wanted to take out the turret, but I should have just ran him down and kill him. But sometimes it's like you don't know where they're at, so it's like you want to make the safer play, which totally makes sense. And yeah, I mean, Vayne, it's like, it's just such a slippery slope when working with Vayne, right? Because like, the enemy team is just feeding me so many kills, and I'm just gonna scale so unbelievably hard that, I mean, it's just gonna be hard for the enemy team to come back. And the reason why it's so hard to come back against Vayne is her true damage, bro. You could build as much you could be as tanky as you want, but it doesn't matter. Vayne will kill you. Vayne will always find a way to kill you. And with lethal tempo, I mean, look at this. Boom, 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 boom. We get that kill. Then I kind of want to look back in for another angle, but it's not calling to me. It's not calling to me. And like I said, guys, I've been trying to improve my camera movement. So if you've been noticing, or I hope you guys would notice in my most recent videos, I've been trying to work my camera a little bit more. Just because I think it's like it's a nice little tool to use. I should have killed that Thresh, bro, but my target focus was terrible. And right here, I'm just trolling. I remember this now. I'm trolling so hard here. Watch what happens. Boom. Boom. Oh my god. I literally saw the mistake like so early right there. Now watching this back. So, alright, what was the mistake? Well, the first mistake was not killing Thresh when I should have killed Thresh. Because what happened was I target locked Nunu by accident instead of just finishing off Thresh. And then the second mistake was thinking that I'm God and started chasing the Nunu. So, yeah, guys, see, everyone makes mistakes, but that was a very bad mistake I made because, you know, I have a huge bounty. I'm the carry of the team. I can't be killing myself like that. And so if you guys feel like you guys get a lot of deaths like that, just, I mean, the simple thing is don't overchase. Do not overchase. And I overchased. And the reason why I did it was because I thought I was just super powerful, but obviously you don't want to have an ego. Don't make egotistical decisions. You want to make 90%, like, you want the play to be 90% in your favor. You don't want to take a play that's like very risky. And right there, it was a very risky one. And this Corki decided to just sacrifice himself for the Garen, which was honestly really funny. That was really funny. Like, should probably just let the Garen die. But I get it, bro. I'm a team player as well. I totally get it. Right here, we just running down this Nunu. I don't know how Soraka was able to execute Nunu like that before I could get the kill on Nunu, but I mean, we're just absolutely demolishing this game, and this just shows like how easy it is to win games when you just gap your lane opponents. I mean, the game was essentially over when the Shyvana came up and we got 3 kills. Like, we killed the jungler, we killed the ADC and the support. And then what really nailed it in the coffin of this game was us winning the first dragon fight, and it was a complete wipe. I mean, the game's just over from there. I mean, it's very, very hard to, like, come back unless you're mechanically better than the enemy team or the enemy team just throws. But when you're against good people, it's very hard to come back. And so right here, I'm just deciding I want to run people down because I have Soraka that could just heal me. Corki flashes away. I was like gonna try. I was like, can I take the enemy Thresh's lantern? Maybe a glitch happens. But I see that this Garen's just overextending so hard, playing so disrespectfully that I just need to put him out. And so I'm just on him. Boom, 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 dead. So not really much Garen can do there. He shouldn't have overextended that hard because Vayne is really good at chasing people down with her passive. She gets movement speed when she's running towards an enemy. And so right here, we're just hitting the turrets. We want to break it with the Rift Herald, which we do. And then the Shyvana decides to ult in. I'm like, oh my god. Alright. Boom. We trade 1 for 1. Or maybe 2 for 2. It was actually we traded 2 people for 1 kill, which was not good there. Honestly, I don't know what the Zed was doing this game. Human. God, I don't know why. Every time, guys, I swear to God, every time I do a post game analysis, I'm always yawning for some reason. Even when it's like so early in the day. But okay, now I'm resetting. Trying to farm up as much gold as possible. I mean, we're kind of getting towards the last part of the game, the 3rd act, where we figure out a way to just wrap up this game, right? Because we're so ahead, it's almost impossible for the enemy team to come back into this game because of how strong our composition is. And I see that this Garen is overextended, but watch how I chase him down. I auto attack a minion so I could get my roll reset. Boom, and now I just start auto attacking. And it's just over from here. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. That's that. Now, I think the enemy team should have taken that as a chance to do Baron, but, I mean, obviously it's very hard when you're not playing in a 5-man party, you know, to do that. Because me and Soraka are on top side of the map, so that was a good indicator for the enemy team to start Baron there, but, they weren't set up for it. And so as you can see, we are just building as much damage as possible. And getting back on the map as quick as possible as well. Because we want to punish the enemy team while it's a 5v4. And I really want us to do Baron because it's like, it's the only way for us to really close out the game. But we see that the enemy team is like kind of like posted out pretty far. So what I decided to do is come around here and get some autos in where I can. But they're just not letting me. Lucky pull right there by Thresh, but the enemy team can't capitalize on it. We see that Garen's like going crazy right here. Guys, watch the way I use my RFC here. Boom. Oh, this. Woo! I almost killed myself. Oh my god. I actually almost killed myself there, guys. By what? By egoing my positioning there. I honestly deserved to die there, but I got away with my life. But I definitely deserved to die there. Right here, I just canceled the Nunu, but oh my god, like I actually did so, oh my god, I did so much dumb things. Let's see. Dude, that Corki actually just packaged and died. Boom, knock him in. Nice stasis by me. Nunu doesn't even end up dying, but now we're so low, and I think we still, like, what are we doing wasting our time here, bro? Like, I should have been out of here. Oh my god, the Thresh. Oh, I remember. So, okay, so I killed a Nunu, but then I rolled into the threshold and killed myself. Because if I stood still, I mean, the problem was that I think I was dead there regardless, but I should have just left earlier. And, I mean, good, another yawn. But both the deaths I've had this game were very avoidable. And that's the one important thing for you guys to note, right? Is as an ADC player, when you watch your game back, or just think back at the game, and let's say you had a game where you won and you had 8 kills and 3 deaths. I want you to think back at that and be like, okay, what were those 3 deaths? Were those deaths avoidable? And most of the time, most of the deaths you guys get in your games are going to be avoidable. There's not like dying. There's rarely times where dying is always 100% necessity as an ADC player. Now, obviously, I understand that junglers, Baron laners, mid laners sometimes have to die for the play, right? But that's not the case for an ADC usually, especially in your ranked games. Okay, there's not a time where it's important for the ADC to sacrifice himself for the bigger picture. Okay, that's gonna be rare. So I don't want you guys to like. A lot of ways to cut out deaths is getting caught out, egoing your positioning. Those two are basically going to be the biggest. I mean, if you cut those out, you're rarely going to die in dumb ways. And the last thing I would say is just take the plays that you know work. Okay, like just take the plays you know that are gonna work, and your success rate will be much better instead of trying to do crazy things. And so right here, I'm trying to poke this Ezreal. I wanted to get that 3rd auto off for that true damage proc, but I'm just poking with my RFC, and that's why I like with the RFC. And I know a lot of you guys don't vibe with it. Thresh missed his hook, and then I could just chase this down. Boom, 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 boom. Flashes out. Guys, look at how hungry I am for this Corki. But Corki, oh, there he is. 1. Dude, and then he flashes away. Like, what the hell? 1, 2, and boom, I get the kill onto Corki. But anyways, that's the game, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new here, and let me know what other type of ADCs you'd like to see next. Alright, guys, with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.